Oh wait, we can count now?
Yeah, dog, we can count.
That's crazy.
We can count
I
now.
did.
Eh,
I that's wild.
it's fuck it. Hi. Welcome to Divine Catastrophe. I'm your host with a little bit of fruit in his cup. The true Ree, you can simply call me Ree.
I'm your sassy little co-host who's somewhat a brat, but not really because he's a liar. Anyway, I'm Peggy. That's it.
And today, our topic is going to be, I'm very happy. Hey, for context, we just recorded like 30 minutes and that whole video went to shit. So, it's Beetle's fault. He corrupted my files.
It is. This is why we're
That's
deprogramming a cyborg.
yeah. That and he's also been drinking Teggy's Alani's. Um,
When I see you, Ricky. When I see you.
when I get you, Ricky, when I get you. Today we're going to be talking about more in depth because we went over this in episode 2 alongside our wonderful guest Aiden Glyden. Shout out to Aiden Glyden, Aiden Glyden on fucking Twitch, on YouTube. Love that man. But we're going to be going more in depth on VTubing experiences, our experiences that we have gone through as a VTuber and as just a Twitch streamer. As well as lessons that we have learned, advice that we would gladly give ourselves, or that we wish we would have received when we started streaming. As well as I'm going to be going into some of the like drama that I have experienced, that I have seen, that I've dealt with. You know, some not I need to state that like 75% of the drama that I've experienced, I have not been involved in any way, shape, and or fucking form, and I love it so much. As well as like mod decisions, like how, conducting mods, so on and so forth. The whole shebang and shaboodle. Teggy, if you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
It would be like I say this because it's a common one that everyone knows. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Is that being a female streamer, not even just a VTuber, a streamer, in a space that's quote unquote masculine, so like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Valorant, car games, things of that nature. That's mainly masculine. Just be careful who's in chat. Like there are some people who are really cool who do just want to hang out, who do just want to, vibe. But there are when I first started out, there was a lot of guys who would come in chat and immediately try hitting on me, and then when I would like ignore the flirtations and stuff like that, then they'd call me words we're not gonna say here. And so then
Good idea.
me being who I am just very sassy. I'm like, okay, well, all right,
He's a
and I'm
brat.
also I'm shut the fuck up. I'm also straight up blunt in cases of those. It's just like if you don't want to just sit here and vibe, then the door's right there. Because I'm not gonna flirt with you. I'm not gonna,
Thumbs up.
sh- show my titties or anything like that. I'm not doing that. That's not who I
That's
am.
my job. I show my titties.
Because you're a whore.
Takes one to know one.
Just because I'm showing my thigh doesn't mean anything.
I'm gonna need you to stand up and show us. All
Okay,
right,
okay,
like,
fine, fine.
like
See, just
that's a lot of thigh, brother. That's not like an acceptable amount of thigh. That's a lot of thigh.
okay, but like my wives like it, so that's all that matters.
One of your wives is canonically a whore.
And all of your husbands are canonically one.
Well, yeah. Why do you think I fucking love them? What? I accept them
Anyway,
for who they
anyway,
are.
anyway, 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 anyway.
Anyway, continue.
If like if you sit there as a female and you know you're in these spaces, do not do not also lose your cool. if you're sassy, be sassy. If you're, a little bit more quiet, don't let those type of interactions deter
Deter,
you from
deter, deter,
street.
deter.
Is it deter or deter?
Deter is like deteriorate, like to destroy. Whereas deter is like, oh man, I kind of don't want to do this anymore.
Okay, so deter you from being in that space. You're gonna have bad apples regardless. And
Love
unfortunately,
that
in
game.
those,
I'm sorry.
you're gonna
Continue.
and unfortunately, in as a female in male dominated spaces, even in IRL, there are gonna be some people who say very not nice things to you. You're gonna have thick skin, and that goes for anybody. Streaming wise, you're gonna have thick skin.
I got thick skin. It's just on my ass.
Re.
Yeah.
As your bestie,
Yeah.
there's some shit that I don't need to know. Okay? Okay,
You've
thanks.
seen my
Anyway,
ass. You've seen the dump truck.
I don't
Back it
ever
up, back it
recall.
in. Let us
I
begin.
don't I don't ever recall this. Anyway, Ree,
Yeah, what up?
as a streamer, what is one thing you would tell yourself or hope that you had advice for when you first started streaming, regardless of being a VTuber or just streaming in general?
Oh, you want what advice I would give myself when I started?
Yes.
Uh just don't do it. All right, later guys.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
No, my okay. My advice would be very simply, also pretty blunt if I'm being honest. Trust my gut. Trust my gut. Don't be, don't be a little shy motherfucker. I hate confrontation. Hate that shit. Very specifically in like my chat, I have allowed a lot. I've allowed a lot. I've allowed a
Yeah, you
lot.
have.
My
Yeah, you
mods will
have.
sit there. My mods have
Yeah.
berated the fuck out of me because I allow
Bruh.
so much bullshit.
Bruh.
So
Bruh.
much.
As one of his mods, on and off for 2 fucking years. Bro.
Dude,
Bro.
I
Bro. This man,
I let a lot of shit
it
slide.
infuri it infuriates me because he's afraid of confrontation. No, I'm the scary dog in this situation, okay?
Yeah, you ever seen the TikToks of like, oh man, me like rolling around the con having like the time of my life, and then the scary dog privilege behind, like that's me just like hold on, no, I have a visual representation for you guys. Hold the fuck on, hold on. So like this is me, just walking around the con, I'm having a great time. It's so much fun. And then there's just Teggy behind me posted up. That's basically it. Like uh like
The
I
amount of DMs I've sent you.
dude,
I'm
I
s
I I need it to canonically be known that she is not the only mod that has given me shit. I've had a lot of my mods be like, dude, like what are you doing? Like can we, like, why? And I'm like, honestly, I don't like I'm okay, I'm a very firm believer in like giving people more chances, or like at least a second chance. Very, very canonically, I have had viewers who like some of my mods did want to snipe immediately, as well as I was like very, very cautious of. And I gave them a second chance. And in all honesty, some of them have improved significantly and more than redeemed themselves and just became overall better people. So some of them got worse. Some of them got worse.
Listen.
And there's like currently right now for my streams is it's a fair game on site. If my mods make a decision, I stand by my mods. Um, if they warn somebody, I'd let it happen. If you fucked up in the eyes of my mods, yes. But trusting my gut in like not only keeping myself okay and comfortable and sane, but more so keeping my community comfortable and sane. There have been very specifically, there have been a lot of people that have set my gut. Like I just had a very bad feeling about in my gut. Obviously, I'm not going to name any names. A lot of the people, you know, you don't see them. You don't see them.
Today, Junior. Yeah, I said it.
I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
reach over there and I'm gonna dump your Alani on the nachos.
Did who's? Do you know who would eat
I'm gonna
it?
get you a banana
Beetle.
flavored Alani. That's attempted murder right there, folks. That's what that is. Did you just say that Beetle would eat the nachos covered in Alani?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You do real.
yeah.
Beetle would eat just about anything.
Beetle would probably eat it, yeah.
He would do it just to be spiteful.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably do it too. I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably fuck up those nachos.
I just want it to be known, guys, that after today, that I'm no longer his friend because he just threatened me with a banana.
This
But
is
when I asked
not
it,
the
no,
first
no,
time
I'm
I've
not.
threatened you with a
The,
banana.
no,
That
no, but
sounds really fucking bad.
the, the problem. Okay, for context, I'm allergic to bananas.
for
It's only,
for
but it
context, she's
is
allergic to bananas, and I mean literal bananas, like actual bananas.
like I can't have them.
Fucking freaks.
I can eat them like if they've been baked into something like banana nut muffins or whatever or banana bread, but I cannot have bananas as they are. Um, so after this podcast, this episode right here, yeah, I am no longer his friend for like 24 hours.
She's going to be modding for my stream later. I know this, and
I am.
she's
I am.
the
And the
fucking
first thing I'm gonna say,
lying.
the first thing I'm saying in that chat is how many times, like I'm just gonna say unmod and then my usual spiel.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. I should also probably state that this is, in fact, not Tuesday. If y'all can probably see my status and y'all probably clock that shit. Hey, we're not recording this on Tuesday as initially was planned. But it's what the fuck day is it? It's Friday. I almost said Saturday.
Friday.
It's fucking
It's
Friday.
Friday. It's Friday. Get down on Friday.
The only reason I allowed you to continue that bit is because Jason Voorhees is coming to DBD, and that's the song I picture playing in his MP3 player. That's the
No,
song that he's
no, no.
canonically got in his Walkman.
No, no. That's facts. That's I could see it. I could see it. Oh my god, I could see it,
How many? How
bro.
many
I
of
can
you?
see.
Better follow up question. How many of you motherfuckers know what a Walkman is?
They're gonna call us old. I
Yeah,
guarantee
they
you, they're
are.
gonna call
Yeah,
us
they are.
fucking old. They're gonna
I'm
call us
telling you
old. They're
right
gonna call
now, I can
Beatles.
guarantee. Oh yeah, Beetle is. I can guarantee if Stagger listens to this, Stagger's gonna be like, "Oh man, I remember those."
Yeah,
The heroes. Aiden's probably gonna be like, "What the fuck is a Walkman?" Which is funny
he's
because I
older.
think Aiden
He's
is just slightly younger than me.
he's older than me, younger than you.
Yeah. Like we have like what, like a year, not even like a year and a half, like a year and like 1/4, but between us,
No,
if
no,
that.
it's 9 months. It's 9 months.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only 9 months. The reason why I know this is because my dad's birthday is also the same month as yours, and I was yeah. Anyway,
all right, all right. We're not
conceived during that
going
month.
into that. Uh, uh, I as well as before like we get into our experiences and more of our advice and tips. Um, I don't know if they said that I can fucking say who gave me these advice. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna actually Teggy, you hit me with some more advice that you'd give yourself. Will I quickly
Okay.
DM these individuals and see if I can name drop them?
So one of my things that I would also give myself is don't like my biggest problem was I was trying to also be like other people because I wanted the same engagement. I wanted the same, uh responses and stuff like that. For example, in my older stream group, um a lot of them were getting like numbers and engagement and active viewers and stuff like that, and I wanted that. And so I would try to like stream every day. I would try to do the stuff they were doing, and it just, one, I wasn't happy with it. Like I didn't like the stuff. And then two, like because of the fact that I am a full-time worker, a full-time college kid, I also have personal stuff outside of all of this, and that I was trying to stream. I was quickly burning myself out. Um so I almost gave up. Literally, there was a podcast I had myself, where I was talking about basically the same shit we talk about on here. And the day I was doing it, my last episode, was the day I met Ree. Legitimately. Um, and from there, everything changed. Like, I realized that I didn't have to be like everyone else. I didn't have to be doing what they were doing to get the engagement. I just had to literally just be genuine to myself. So me doing the car games, me doing the game shows, because there's not a lot of people who do game shows in the streamer group that we are in. They do tournaments, but not game shows, which is something I've gotten a lot of feedback from the last two I've done, where like they've been really organized, or is like the slight chaotic organization. I don't know. Um, but it's like also it's just finding my own niche and then just sticking to it, because that worked for me. Even to this day, I'm not saying I'm growing, but the I have what I wanted from the beginning just because I stuck to what I liked. Um, Other things I would say is, if you have to take a break, do not be afraid to. Like, a lot of people are afraid to take breaks. Ree can tell you right now that out of everyone here, I'm the one who takes the breaks probably the most. I will go.
That's valid. Listen, as okay, pause, like not to like cut you off,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
as somebody who knows the inside and is like, yeah, I get it. She takes the most breaks. She genuinely, they're deserved every single time that she needs to take the break.
yeah. Like,
Otherwise,
don't
we gonna go real ghetto on a motherfucker. And I say we because if she pulling up, I pulling up too.
but don't be don't be afraid to take a break. If you gotta take a break because you're burnt out, or like something's happened where you just like need to step away, you stream when you can or whatever. You just want to take a break because you want to. Take the break. You're A lot of people are afraid to take that break because they don't want to lose their active viewers or their followers or yada yada. My point of view from that is, the ones who really enjoy you, the ones who really genuinely care, are the ones who are going to stay. If you lose followers, so be it. If like your viewership goes down, so be it, because eventually after that break you're going to be, you're still going to be you, you're going to do this, but the ones who really cared and enjoyed your content are going to be rooting for you. And I'm currently technically on a break myself, but guess what? Every few, like I think once a week average, I stream something, even if it's just for an hour, and it's mainly like music or something. Um, what's another one?
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Sorry, that's all I could think of every time you said break. I needed to let that thought out, dude. Dog,
Okay. Uh,
dog, dude, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dims now. Sorry, continue.
um,
Excuse me.
Kind of piggybacking off like finding your niche and being genuine. Don't be afraid to be fucking weird.
Fucking
Don't,
amen, brother. Yes,
don't,
sir.
don't like.
Don't be
Wait,
afraid to get a little funky with it.
I I I was one of my biggest things, and I'm so glad I've done it because I've met some really and genuinely nice people who are actually interested in hearing about it. So, like, as of right now, everyone knows I'm a fucking witch. Everyone knows this, right? Right. When I
Yeah,
first wanted
guess
to
that
announce it,
magic's bad. Sorry.
when I first wanted to announce it, um, I was so scared. I'm like, someone's gonna judge me. Someone's not gonna like me. Someone's gonna do this. Da 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 da. Like I had a whole panic attack about me just bringing it up, right? So I kind of dived like tiptoed into it, just like talking about astrology, talking about things that most people wouldn't be necessarily comfortable out. And then I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. What's the worst that happened? Like all my friends leave me. Guess what? It's the internet. So I started doing streams with tarot readings and talking about my grimoire and all this stuff. And guess what? All that anxiety I had was literally for nothing. I've had so many people DM me or just genuinely ask me questions about like things and like just play into the bit of like me being a goddess and this, that, and third, whatever the
That's
bit
a bit.
is. Oh,
Hop off, bestie. I'll always hype you up.
um, but um, the like, fuck.
I think I man, y'all ever watch like she was just doing the DBD skill checks and that shit just froze as soon as it started spinning. She was like, "Huh?" I caught that bitch so off guard. I picked her up by her scruff like she was a cat, and she just defaulted to fucking system defaulted.
Um, yeah. So there it is. I remember my train of thought. Like I've had so many like I've
Sorry,
had so
continue.
I've had so many people like ask me questions about crystals or astrology or just like deities in general. Um, even things or told me things that I haven't thought about or even told me things I didn't even know. Um, and it makes me happy because like I can it's another part of me that I do like expressing. Granted, I don't like put everything out there, but I do like expressing that stuff. Same thing with me crocheting. I'm name dropping. I don't care. I'm name dropping the fuck out of this person. Lily. Okay. I
Oh, we love
when
our beluga whale.
I did a crochet stream and it was just basically for those who don't know, I basically just have my cam on and you're watching me crochet and me and her hit it off because of that crochet stream. We've shared crochet patterns, we've talked in the DMs, things of that. I absolutely fucking love her. So, like point being is
Oh,
if
he's a
you're gonna
fucking
be weird,
sweetheart. Sorry,
if
continue.
you're
I'm
gonna
just talking in the background.
if you're afraid to be weird, be fucking weird. Just there is a limitation, of course, because you're on the internet and it
Yeah.
is Twitch or YouTube or Trovo or wherever you're streaming. But just don't be afraid to be fucking weird. Um, do you want me to keep going?
Um. Actually, that was a very good point. First of all, I want to make a little joke. Second of all, you said bitch wrong. Uh, First of all, that was the first of all. Uh, love you, Teggy. I always run that bit. Anytime she says witch, I'm like, hey, you misspelled it.
Okay, buddy.
Uh, Listen. Actually, speaking of which, you still owe me a tarot reading. Uh,
You told me whenever you never told me when. You never
yes,
said when.
Beetle, I told you to set a reminder for that. God damn it.
Damn. Damn.
Uh, and then second of all, because those two individuals who have given me like their tips and tricks, very specifically, I asked them like, hey, if you could go back and give yourself any tips or tricks when you were just starting out streaming, what would you tell yourself? Both of the individuals have given me the okay to name drop them. Um, so very, very first and foremost, specifically, the second one, I'll name drop her when I get to her. I asked her 3 points because she elaborated to all holy hell on all three of them, and I love and appreciate her so fucking much for going so in depth on them. The this first one, just very quick bullet points, and every single one of them is phenomenal. Uh, so the very first individual was none other than the wonderful Say So idol, Gauji or NK. Should go check out NK, uh,
Right now,
twitch.tv
right now,
forward
right now,
slash
right now. You can pause the
forward,
podcast and just go.
yeah, right
Just
now,
go.
right now,
Right now.
forward slash NKAUJI Gauji.
Yeah, you can pause it
She's
right here.
amazing.
You can pause.
Yeah, pause it
You can
right
pause
here
it
and
right
go.
here.
Go follow.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Come back and click resume afterwards.
We'll wait. We'll give you a
Uh,
couple minutes.
I mean, well, if no, well, if they paused it, we don't need to give them any fucking time.
No, 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 no. We'll give you a
Uh,
couple minutes.
but NK specifically, these are all of her bullet points. I might have missed one. There was a lot of bullet points. A lot of bullet points. She specifically says like she would go back and tell herself that to follow her instincts, invest in other platforms earlier than later. Presumably other platforms such as like TikTok, not Twitch. Fucking she streams on Twitch. Twitter, Instagram, like other social media platforms. Don't be too invested in numbers until you really want to start growing. Otherwise, you'll just feel shitty about yourself and compare to others, which doesn't equivalate because one person's growth isn't the same as yours.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm
Yes.
gonna stop you right there
Yes.
because this is going back into what I just said, or not just said, but like, oh, one of my bullet or points was like I wanted to be like everyone else because I wanted that growth. This ties directly into that because the day I met Ree was literally about to be my last stream, and then I had gotten hit with Ree and some other amazing folks, and I absolutely adore and love them all except for fucking Ray because he's a bitch. Um,
Love you too,
but
bestie.
like you will get to where you want to be. Everyone's growth is not going to be the same. Like I could sit here and compare myself, for example, to Ree and NK because they have more followers, they have more active chatters, but the same
Whoa. Why am I getting anywhere near comparison to NK? Wait a minute. That's my role
compare
model.
I'm good. Shut up. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, fucking fuck me, I guess. All right, continue.
That's Beetle's job, but anyway.
That's all
Um
my husband's job.
Anyway, it's like I could compare myself to these two, but at the end of the day, I don't do what they do. Like I'm not streaming every day like Ree does. That is you got me messed up. I'm sorry. That's not happening. I love you, bestie, but you're better than I
Dog,
am.
listen, hey,
Um
okay. No, because I'm gonna divert on that one real quick. I started out very, very heavily like, hey, I'm streaming every fucking day. Every day. I know like at the very beginning of me streaming, I was going for like anywhere upwards of like 12, 13 hours. The shortest streams were usually like 3 hours, but on average it was like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Dude, you got me fucked up if you think I can do like 3 or 4 hours. That partially, mainly that's due to game drought. And then also I did the daily streams way too much to the point where mentally I just became so fucking drained. So drained, which is why I took multiple breaks, which leads back to, take breaks when you need to. Take mental health days. Even if it's just one day, take a fucking break. Continue.
um but yeah, it's just like I can't do what Ree does. Like Ree's very heavily like and this is going to be brought up again later, very heavily like group oriented, very heavily like he does a lot of DVD stuff, but every time you see him in a VC
I love that I'm
or
getting
in
lumped in as a DVD streamer right now. I love that I've played the shit out of it so much that I'm just a DVD streamer.
you are, but every time you see him streaming, he always has at least one person with him for some amount of time. NK, a she's a goddess, okay? She does a lot of variety stuff, but a lot of her stuff mainly focuses on like either writing. She does a lot of art streams, so once again, go check her out because we love NK in this household. If you don't, then you're going missing. Anyway, um
Well,
but she
goddamn.
plays
Go check out MK.
I said what I said. Just go check out NK. But
I'll also
she
have
has her own
MK
niche.
and the other person linked in Spotify and YouTube. Continue.
Yes. Um but she has her own niche, and like I could say like, oh my gosh, to get the same amount of people I could do what they're doing, but that wouldn't be genuine to myself because then you get me playing games that I don't like, and you can tell I'm not having fun. Whereas, for example, my biggest fixation right now is Assassin's Creed. I think it's 3, where you're playing in colonial America, and then Forza Horizon 6. Any Forza Horizon 6 players, hi, hello. Anyway, but you can actively see and hear in my voice that I'm having fun, and I think a lot of real chat people, like people who are actively going to be in your chat, not to be like assholes or flirt with you or whatever, be parasocial. They want to see that their streamer is having actual legitimate fun. Because at the end of the day, yeah, streaming for some people could be a huge like job opportunity or something for people. But if you start treating it like a job, you're no longer having fun. This is, for me, I will always see it as a hobby.
Yes.
And any hobby I have, I never want to burn myself out of it. And I always want to have fun because that's how it is. Once I start seeing things as jobs, I no longer want to do it. And that's what burnt me out the first, I want to say like 2 or even 3 times of me doing it. This last break is not necessarily because I got burnt out, it's mainly because of school. Because
Real quick
apparently I don't know how.
before
Hmm?
you continue on that topic. Well, it's very fresh about the like, oh, it's just a job, you know. I think I can quote my in all honesty, I'm going to say like my genuine like full on like big Twitch streamer like they are my role model. I think it's to quote them that they don't look at streaming as a job. They look at it as they're able to make a living doing what they do, which is just having fun. And that very specifically is Space Boy on Twitch. That motherfucker has went on record saying like he's just making a living having fun. He's
Yep.
doing what he wants and he's able to live off of that. That like
Yeah.
that's the goal. Looking at it as a job instead of, oh hey, I love doing this. It 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 I don't, in my personal opinion, it tarnishes it because
Yeah,
then
it
you're not going
does.
to have as much fun with it. You're going to feel obligated to it. You're going to get more upset and more like aggravated at anybody and everybody rather than being more positive, being more genuine, having fun. Like I in my personal
It's
opinion, just have fun with it. If when you
it's
stop having fun with it, take a break, reevaluate, reapproach.
right. And it's like how a lot of people say is like, don't ever make your job like, don't ever do something that you love doing and make it a job. For
Yes.
example, I'm an actual car person. I personally would never want to be a mechanic, and this is just me. I would never want to be a mechanic because then I would come home and look at my project car and not want to touch it. Because I go to work and I'm working on someone else's car, getting like all of this bullshit from my job, and then I'm looking at my car and I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it again next week. And then I keep pushing it off and off and off and off because I don't want it. Like I'm
Yeah.
demotivated to do my own car, you
Yeah.
know? That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
Um,
No, that's in all honesty, I agree with that one.
um, going on is just like we streaming for some people is a hobby, streaming for some people is they want to make a living off of it. Don't be caught up in the fact that you want to make a living on it. If you are having fun, you will get the positivity, you will get the growth, you will get it eventually. Don't
Yes.
worry about yeah, it's like don't worry about
If you're
um uh,
if you're in it for in my personal experience, in my personal opinion, if you're in it for the right reason, it will happen in due time. If you're
we
in
can
it for the wrong reason, it will get noted very quickly.
a lot of people can tell when you're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
I've actually experienced this where I was my old streamer group. I was in once again, this will be brought up again later on. I was in a streamer group where we were kind of like a network. Um, we would try to raid into each other, try to, I won't say follow for follow, but we were focused on if there was someone we wanted to focus on the group first before focusing on outreaching to other people. Which in all is not bad, but when everyone was focused on their own growth, it got bad. And I say their own growth as in it was a network of people and we like if I was streaming
Mhm.
and I'm just going to use the context of our group, right?
Okay.
If I was streaming and people would see me streaming, they would raid into me and they're like, "Oh, like I'm gone." Like they would say one or two things and then just dip, which isn't bad because raid and run, it happens, things happen, but they would do it constantly. And then they would want you to lurk in their chats, but not really give like no one would be talking. So you have all these people, you have all these followers, but you're not having active chats, you're not engaging with chat because no
Yeah.
one's talking. You do get people rated into you, which is great if you're trying to, get into affiliate. But at the same time, no one's like you could have I'm just gonna say numbers.
You could have a large amount of viewers, but nothing happening.
Yeah. And back when because they changed it now but back then, when you were trying to get a affiliate, you'd had to have 3 active chatters. So everyone would get you to affiliate, like the network would get you to
I need to
affiliate, but
point
then
out, you say back then it was 3. Back when I hit affiliate, that was 5. It was 5 average viewers.
was it? Because I can't
Yeah.
remember now.
It
I
was
can't.
no,
I can't.
it was 5 active viewers or 5 average viewers, and then they dropped it to 3.
Oh, okay. Um, but uh like they would get you to affiliate, they would make sure like you had your 3 active viewers, they made sure you had your followers, they made sure like you were doing this, that, and a third, and then they would fuck off.
Yeah.
And the problem is that now you have some people from my old stream group who have like thousands of followers because we were that big of a network. You have thousands of followers, but I go into their chats and they barely have like 2 people talking. Meanwhile, I have the small amount that I do, and I have the actual people like this group that I'm in now. I don't want to say we're more of a friend group than a streamer group, so I hate comparing the two, but
We're a friend
regardless,
group that streams.
yeah, we're like compared to the friend group that we're in now, that I'm in now. We have the active followers, and and it's genuine. It's not like it's not I don't know how to say it.
Well,
It's not like we're
you
seeing each other as collabs or like coworkers. We're literally going there. I can be like, "Hi, bestie.
yeah.
How are you?"
We're like,
And
"Hey,
I'd be
what up,
like,
fuckface?" And we're like, "Hey, what's
"Yeah,
going on?"
yeah." Like we
Excuse me.
is a genuine friendship, whereas that the former one I was in was more like coworkers. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. I don't know if that
On
makes sense at all.
real No, it makes sense for me. Real quick, on that I have two specific notes. One,
Mhm.
very first and foremost, I need to say this as fast as physically possible. We heavily appreciate lurkers. Lurkers are fucking amazing.
Yes.
It's not because I need to state that like lurkers are amazing. Like you got to do what you got to do. Like if you're busy, you're busy. You're doing shit. I appreciate like we appreciate you pulling up our stream and watching by all means. But I understand where Teggy's coming from and saying like people who will exclusively lurk and they will never say anything or they'll never pay attention, they never interact. And it's
Like,
just them doing it because they feel obligated rather than doing it because they want to be there or because they want to genuinely support. Like
yeah, and
there's
that's
good
where I'm
intentions
getting at.
behind it and then there's bad intentions behind it.
Like, there
We
are a few
have
people in it.
right now the good intentions behind it, and that is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, is more so what I'm getting at is the people who'd be like, "Okay, I'm raiding into her because we're in a network
Yeah,
and I'm obligated to." Or like, "I'm gonna pull up her stream because I'm obligated to."
yeah.
I will
Specifically,
literally
they would
pull.
do it to you and be like, "All right, now it's your turn to do it to me."
Yeah, they want something like there it's a
Yeah,
transactional type deal. Whereas I can go and Reese and be like, "Hey, I'm here. You're my background noise right now, blah blah blah," and that be it. It's
yeah.
not. I don't have to show up to a stream at all, but I'm doing it because that's my bestie. And sometimes he'd be saying some dumb stuff, and I had to put him in his place. But besides the point.
You not once have ever put me in my place. I need to specify that.
Actually, I have.
When?
It was one time and you had said something and I'm like, sir, you're wrong. This is what's happening. And you're like, oh shit, my bad.
I don't. That I'm gonna keep it a stack because a lot of people and a lot of different like ways that would narrow it down. I have no fucking clue what you're talking
I
about.
can't bro,
Very
it was one
specifically,
time.
I put you in your place literally earlier. Everybody watched it. Oh wait, fuck! I don't know if it was in this. No, it was. It was in this one. I didn't know if it was in this recording try or the last recording try.
I would say no one would have known if it was the last one. Only the ocean and I would
Shut
know.
the fuck. We would have known,
Nah, it's the ocean and
and
I would have
nobody would
known.
have fucking believed me.
No one would know.
Fuck! I had another point, and I can't remember what it was.
We were talking about lurkers and like doing the
There's
transactional kind of like
oh,
lurking.
okay. On that note as well is very recently a lot of my mods and a lot of my close homies have noticed that like not noticed because I've said it about like looking into new streamers and finding new streamers. And I've also found like I found a lot of new streamers that like are like genuine, like they seem really genuine, they seem really sweet. I have also found a few that were not as genuine, if that makes sense.
Yes,
Where it
no,
was
that makes
like,
sense.
hey, you support me, but I'll never support you.
Right,
And you know, it happens. Sometimes it's not intentional, but it happens.
right,
All I'm saying is, you know, put the love out that you want to get. You feel me?
right.
Put love into the world. Worry about the love coming back to you when it comes back to you.
The biggest thing is like don't worry about what someone will think of you because um
It's
coming from
the
that is like
it's the internet.
if
Who
you're
gives a fuck?
yeah, it's like you can be a small streamer and you could try to raid into a big streamer. One of my
Yeah.
biggest I love this. I'm not gonna say my Oshi because I don't want to name drop like that. Not for
I
this
literally
particular guy.
Oh, that's
Not
valid.
this one. Not this
I
particular one.
name dropped mine. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
No, for this particular one I won't. Um I was so afraid to raid into him. Um because of the fact that he had all these viewers, all these followers, and I'm like, I don't want him to think that I'm using him for, you know, a shout out or like viewers or whatever. Like I genuinely like him because he has a he's very chaotic and I love his personality because he's a very genuine sweet guy.
Right.
So I didn't want him to think that I was using him when I raided into him, but I've raided into him a couple times, and I was able to talk to him a few times. Lately I have not, because it's just my scheduling now has differed from what it used to be. But like I still pop into his chat. I am still able to talk to him. I still like talk to him on Twitter and stuff like that. He So as a small streamer, do not be afraid to just raid into a big streamer.
Yeah. Like
That's a huge
if you're
gone.
if you okay, just elaborate, because I know, like, I've rated into a few big streamers as well. But, like, I genuinely respect, I genuinely support, and I wanted to go show my love and appreciation to. I'm name dropping the one big streamer that I rated into because I was fucking terrified to do it. Fucking
Mm.
Beetle was there. Beetle watched me have a fucking panic attack as I rated into Grizzy.
Oh, I no, I was
I
there. I
dude,
remember. I was there.
I love that motherfucker. I have been enjoying his content for years. So being able to rate him was A, it was a fucking dream come true, and B, it was it was the most terrifying raid I have ever fucking done. But it went really well because I went in there with the sole purpose of genuinely, like, hey, I love and appreciate this man's content, everything. Like, I love this man. He is amazing. He makes me laugh. Like, let's go show some love.
Yeah,
Like, going with the good intentions and going, hey, I actually enjoy this creator. Hey, I love this creator. I look up to this creator. Going in with the good intentions is completely different than going, hey, let me raid into a big streamer because, I want their numbers or I want numbers
right.
from them. No, don't. I will never endorse that. I will never encourage that. Raid into
No.
people who you support and who you vibe with, who you fuck with. Raid
Or
into them for good
and if
intentions.
if you're going into someone you're completely blind to, like
Check them out. check them out first. Get a feel for them.
this is like what I do when I'm going into someone, like let's say none of my friends are on, or because I generally, like, I don't care, I'll say it. I generally go into my friends first because same
Same.
community, most of us play. I try to go into people, either my friends, and then I go into people who are going in the same vibe I was already streaming with. So if I was doing low energy, I'm going with someone who's doing low energy. Now if none of my friends are on, no one that I know is doing low energy stuff, I will do a quick search on Twitch and be like, okay, who's doing this category, right? And I will, before I even think about rating, I will look into their stream and see how they interact with chat and stuff like that. Because my
Yeah.
biggest problem is, it's not that I don't want to raid people. It's more so I don't want my community to ever feel uncomfortable when I raid.
Reach.
Um, like I don't mind raiding into new people. My biggest problem is I want my community
Community.
to be comfortable. I want you
Yes.
guys, I want them to be able to be like, all right, like I may not vibe with this person, but they, I don't may not want to follow this person, but they have a chill vibe, blah blah blah.
Right.
Whatever. I don't want them to go in and then get like bombarded with like, for me, I don't want to go into someone who is like very
You can
sexual.
you can use me as an example. It's okay.
Okay. Like I
You know exactly. Like, okay, going from, like, a typical, like a low energy, like, super chill, like Teggy crocheting stream to, like, whatever the fuck I was doing last night with American Truck Simulator with Aiden.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Like,
that. Like,
that's very low energy to just straight, like, you're just rating into two crackheads is what it
yeah,
would have
yeah.
been.
It would have been horrible.
It
I
would have been
like, especially
so fucking funny, but so
it would,
horrible.
yeah, because at the same time I know for a fact that none of them would have stayed. Or maybe some of them. Some of them would have stayed.
Some of them would have been
But
like, "What the fuck am I watching right now?"
yeah, but the ones who are genuinely, because me and Reed clearly share a community. There are some
Yeah,
people who are strictly my community, and they would have been like, "How do we go from this to that?" These are two
yeah.
complete opposites ends of the stick.
That
So
actually, thank you for saying that. Uh, very specifically, I also want to state that, like, yes, everyone in the friend group has like, we have the same community, but we all still have very specific chatters. Like you could pop into like Teggy's stream and you'll see like consistent chatters in there who will never be in like mine, or like Beatles, like for example, or like you'll pop into mine, you'll see consistent chatters that'll never pop in like Teggy's or Beatles, but they follow. But it's like you can share a community with somebody and with your friends and with people, but you are still going to have that separation of chatters. And it's
You're gonna have
just,
individuality.
yes, you're going to always have some semblance of that individuality, because they're going to like show themselves, like they're going to act in ways that they don't in other streams. They're going to be active in there because they're like that, rather than in other ones because they're not like that. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Like
I don't get as a lot of the like low, like super more mellow people, and that's perfectly fine.
he also doesn't
I'm
get the he doesn't get my car, like he has I think one or two
I don't know
people.
shit about cars, dog.
Yeah, but he like unless I'm with him and we're doing like I don't know a fucking car game, which is not likely, he's never gonna get my car side of the community because
Mhm.
I'm just one of the few people in our community that actively likes cars.
Yeah, like the TLDR, basically, you're a cup of tea. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Like you will have those people who fuck with you, and those people who come around more often, and those people who like they follow but they'll never like really come around. But like you still have those people who are like, oh no, this is my cup of tea, I'm going to keep drinking this tea. Like you will always have the people who will prefer you for how you are. Like
Right.
that will always happen. That will always happen. And it in my honest opinion, it is a beautiful thing. It is a
Mhm.
very beautiful thing, because like some of the like active chatters in like my community act a different way than they do in other communities. So like it's funny.
And
It's funny as hell.
I'm generally actually one of those people.
Mhm.
If I will literally cuss Ree out from here to the fucking sun and back, okay? But I will go in someone else's chat and just be like,
And she'll be an
I'm
absolute
small.
sweetheart.
And then people will be like, oh, Teggy's so sweet. And Ree's like, no, she's a fucking bitch. And everyone's like, why are you
They'll
calling
be
her that?
like, Teggy is such a sweet little innocent bean. And I'm like, no, dude, she's a fucking whore, bro. They'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll be like, dude, she cussed me out like 10 times before I got in here. What do you mean? Like Beetle. Beetle is a prime example. I will always like Beetle is a prime example for so many things. Like when Beetle started,
Unfortunate.
well, no, it's very fortunate. I can never state enough how much I love and appreciate Beetle. He's gonna tell me to go fuck myself for this. I don't care. I don't care. I love that man. Um, when he first started coming around my community, he wasn't really like super talkative. I'm I I'm heavily convinced that he was held against his will to join my community when he joined. And now he is very much just always in my chat, like gaslighting me, rage baiting me. And then I'll see him in other chats and he's just super chill. He's super mellow. He's engaging. He's talking about the game. You go back to my chat and he's just insulting the fuck out of me, rage baiting the shit out of me. I'm like, what the
Prime
fuck,
example of
Beetle?
this. Prime example of this is me and Beetle are two of his more active mods.
Mhm.
And me and Beetle have a thing where we don't shout ourselves out. And so Ree will try to pit us against each other. So I'll be like, hey Beetle, should I do it? And he's like, it would be great if you don't. And I'm like, all right.
Y'all
And so
literally did
now
this last night, where I was
we
like, all
did.
right, Teggy, shout him out. And he was like, well, hear me out. What if you don't? And you're like, all right. I was like, you motherfuckers, bro.
And so Ree will literally actively just say like all his mods are fucking brats.
Because they
And
are. They are brats in my community. They're fucking brats. Every single one of them. Beaver fucking included.
Well,
Beaver's a
that
little
was
fucking brat in my community.
he's a fucking little he's a little
He's a
shit in
little
mine.
shithead. I love him.
He's a little shit in mine.
You haven't gotten some of the DMs from him that I've gotten. This man.
Oh no,
Uh,
I've gotten
no,
some
no,
DMs.
you have not. You,
Ree, I
Teggy,
showed
Teggy,
him.
Teggy. I'm gonna send
Ree,
in the VC side chat what he sent me a picture of.
Ree,
Yeah, is he sending you
Ree,
those? Is he sending you
Ree,
those?
Ree.
Yeah.
I sent him. I asked him if he wanted to see what male Teggy looks like. This is a side chat, by the way, guys. I saw to show him what male Teggy was. He's like, sure. So I sent him it. Tell me why this man actively just says, "Yeah, I'm gonna bid." I don't even know if I can say it on
Dude,
podcast. Actually,
probably not. Honestly, dude, I love Beaver.
yeah, I'll tell you later. But he says
Send it
some
in the
very
VC
explicit
side
things.
channel or sidebar. Send it in the VC text channel.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to talk because it's gonna
Oh,
be
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
break your guys' immersion. We're in a VC. That it gives me time to go back to the rest of NK's points. And the rest of NK's points was the don't be invested in numbers. Yeah, we went over that one. That's not me trying to brush over. That's just we went over that. She also said common sense goes a long way. Common sense ain't so common anymore. Honestly, it's just honestly just common sense. You know, just don't be a fucking asshole. Just don't. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to others. Don't try to fuck people. I could say that. I already said it. Both in
Yeah,
the literal and metaphorical sense. Like, you know, don't screw over people, and don't, you know, everyone has some category or some like level of each sin, right? Like the 7 deadly sins, you know, everyone has some level of each sin. Like, you know, some people have varying degrees of lust, but if you're just straight up lust, don't do it. Don't do it.
literally, I encountered as a like I'm pretty sure men
Oh
get it
my
too.
god, yeah, you definitely can't say what Beaver said. Oh my god. Oh my god.
um,
If anyone wants to know what Beaver said, DM me. DM me and ask, what did Beaver say? I might, depending on how quirky I'm feeling, I might let you know. I might
I
also forget
as
about it by the time this is up.
if he forgets about it, DM me. I will
Yeah,
gladly tell you.
yeah. Let me uh did you have a point to make real quick?
Yeah.
Yep.
As a if you're on Twitter, if you're on VTuber Twitter, whatever you want to fucking call it,
Get off of it. Just close Twitter, honestly.
one
Uninstall it.
good. You will see so many Google Docs of various VTubers, various streamers who went in. Probably they may have gone in for like an actual reason, and then they got so sidetracked by what they could get because uh the anonymity of being a VTuber, and they literally tried to fuck someone or multiple people, and god forbid they had like uh, a spouse or significant other. This is not even just for VTubers, this is for
Don't
streamers
cheat.
in general
Oh,
because
don't cheat.
yeah, like I'm gonna name drop. Saikuno did it, and he had a whole what
Oh
girlfriend?
shit. Sorry, continue.
But like he had a whole girlfriend, or was that his wife?
I don't, dude, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. All I know is something about Saikuno cheated. That's it. I don't
Yeah.
that's how little I know about everything that goes on overall.
Listen, I only knew about Saikuno because during COVID I did watch Corpse Husband for his actual streams, not because of his voice. And then I
I'm
loved
gonna be honest. Corpse
Valkyrie.
Husband was funny as hell. I loved
He
watching
was
Corpse
funny as
Husband.
hell. I
He
loved
was so
it.
fucking. He was a
Bro,
gremlin. I loved him.
I love watching him play Friday the 13th, and he was the killer.
Like don't get me wrong. Yeah, I get it with his voice, but God, was the man amazing. This dude
That
was
man
just an
was
overall great guy.
he was just
Vibe
oh my
wise,
gosh.
I don't know
Vibe
if anything
wise.
happened. I don't know. God forbid if something happened and you know somebody's like, oh man, that Re guy said that he's a great guy and he did this fucked up thing. I'm sorry, dog.
Vibe Waves back in like what
Yeah,
2019,
Vibe Wise
2020
back in the day. He had great vibes
like
at that point.
during like COVID, deep down in COVID, when everyone was up past their bedtime or whatever, like he was a vibe. And then
Yeah,
Valkyrae and all of them, they were a vibe too during that time. I don't know about them
yeah,
now.
dude. I don't keep up to date with streamers. There's
I
only
don't.
one streamer I kind of keep up with that's a big name, and I've already name dropped him. I just watch his streams, man. I just enjoy his content. That's all.
Anyway,
That's it.
next topics.
Okay, next. Excuse me. I get it. If you're a freak, if you want to be freaky, don't cheat and don't only go for that. Like I,
Sorry.
all right, buddy. Like do at the end of the day, as long as you're not cheating and as long as it's between like two consenting adults, I personally don't give a fuck. You feel me?
Consent is a key. It's sexy, guys.
Consent is hot
Consent.
as fuck, bro.
Let's just keep
I'd
that in
bang the
mind.
fuck out of consent. I had to say it. I'm sorry. I'm only
All
partially
right.
sorry.
And this
Don't
anyway.
cancel me for saying I'd bang consent. That's stay. Another point from NK is stay in your lane. There's 4 more points, including this one. Stay in your lane. Stay in your own lane. Don't ask me what she means by this. Just stay in your lane.
I know what she means. Just listen.
Very,
I have
very
a feeling I
quickly,
know what she
please
means.
elaborate
Yeah.
or
I feel
hypothesize.
like I know. I believe she means stay in your lane is say, for example, NK does her lore stream, she does her art stream, she does all of this stuff.
Yes.
How would you feel if someone came in, uh, try to do like quote unquote self promo and be like, oh my gosh, I do the same thing. You guys should check me out. Stay the fuck in your lane.
Oh,
That's
I don't.
that one. I
She honestly, she could have meant that one, or she could have meant like, if this is your regular content and like don't change your content and what you do purely for like your community or for other people. Do what you
yeah,
want to do. Don't like stay in your comfort lane. Like if you're
find your
like a
niche.
cozy streamer who plays like Animal Crossing and like crochets and shit like that, don't go to Call of Duty because your friends have been hounding you to play Call of Duty on stream. Don't do that.
Now
Don't
now
do
if you
that.
want
If you want
if
to play
you
Call of Duty, that's fine.
it's like me. I'm actually an example of this. I hate to say it. My friends have been hot, like hounding the out of me to play GTA. I till this day will not play it because I just don't like it.
That's
That's just
valid.
me. That's my
I love
personal.
GTA.
That's me. That's my personal opinion. I will watch other people play it. I will not play it myself. But people have constantly tried to get me to play it. But there are times lately because I am trying to expand my horizons of what games I play. I have been trying to add more, games to my
Here
game list.
on this one because I think I know where you're going with this. If you ever try GTA, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, Teggy. Try GTA RP because that's literally just do it. It's literally just role play taking place in the world of Grand Theft Auto. I feel like, in all honesty, you can make whatever character you want. If you want to make a witchy bitch, by all means, you could do that and you could role play that shit out, and that shit would be great.
I feel like that probably
You
would,
would.
but
I
maybe.
feel like you'd love that. In all
Maybe.
honesty.
Well, maybe, but I'm not going to change my idea right now.
Well, yeah.
It's
Don't do it if you don't want to do it.
yeah, but that's his point is don't do it unless you absolutely want to do it. Unless like if you're trying something out, fine, but don't do it
Yeah.
because
Don't do it
it
because
might
you're
get you
being
new.
told to do it or because you
Yeah,
want the
don't.
views.
Yeah, don't do that. If you're actively like, okay, let me try this out. Sure. Like
Yeah.
I've this is another example is like I'm kind of bullying one of my friends to play Assassin's Creed and just any of them. I don't care which one, just at least one of them. But I'm like, don't play it on play it on stream unless you know for a fact you want to play it.
Yeah.
And they're trying it out and they actually like it. And they're like, okay, it's not something I would stream, but it's definitely something I would, I would play if I had nothing else to play.
Right.
Cool, fine by me. Cool, whatever. I don't care. Anyway,
Talk.
I know we're
My
kind of
coworker has been trying to get me to play fucking Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna be honest. All of my interest to play Cyberpunk was gone within a year after it coming out. I have I I keep trying to I keep he's probably never going to hear this podcast. He pops into my streams every now and then, and he just goes, "Man, this ain't Cyberpunk." I'm like, "Fuck up."
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
She
I know what you're talking about.
Teggy has seen him. But very ironically, every time he's like, "Man," every time I see him at work, he's like, "Man, when are you playing Cyberpunk?" I have just straight up hit him every single time with, "Dude, I have no drive to play Cyberpunk." So now I'm just at the point where I have to bullshit out my ass, like, "Oh man, I finally looked up builds for Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna be honest, fuck that game. I don't want to play it." uh,
Yeah, don't do something you don't wanna do, period.
yeah. Next NK point. There's three more. Let me speed run these 3 points, and then I'll get into the other person's points. Hold true to your morals. Very specifically, hold true to your own morals. Like, don't change your morals. Stay steadfast to them. Don't waver. You feel me? Avoid drama. Uh, you know, like, drama is. I'm gonna be honest. This is the point that I was like, man, this is gonna be a rough one, because in all honesty, if you aren't like a heavily solo streamer, at some point drama will happen. Drama will find its way on your fucking doorstep. In all honesty, that's
Even the solo even
yeah.
the solo streamers in our community, they they tend to
Who
they
the
get
fuck's a
wind
solo
of it.
streamer in our community? Just one name drop. Just one name drop. Or
Raiden
just sidebar,
technically.
sidebar. Who?
Oh,
Oh no,
Raiden
Raiden.
technic
Raiden is I valid. Like,
Raiden tech
as I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, drama as, like, not just you being like involved in it, but like it being around you. Like, drama is going to happen, whether it be, you hear about it, it gets pushed on you, or you're involved in it. I have, unfortunately, throughout the years, had to deal with my fair share of predominantly just being pushed the drama
in the
onto me.
vicinity.
Yeah, I've
In the
just been in the
vicinity.
vicinity of all the drama, and I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I'm gonna keep it the fattest of stacks with y'all. I canonically, for a handful of the drama that has happened in the friend group, and Teggy can attest to this, I have been one of the fucking, like, frontliners pushing to get the shit resolved immediately.
Yeah. Don't let that
I
dra that sh don't let that shit drag out. That's
don't
another
let
thing.
it
Don't let
drag.
it drag.
Don't pull don't let it pull innocent motherfuckers into it. I've seen it pull so many innocent people into it. And I'm gonna keep it a sec. Yeah, I'm an innocent person in it the majority of the time. Sometimes I'm just kind of like there as a witness. Uh, but don't stop pulling people into it.
My my
Stop it.
my biggest thing is it's one thing when you're going to say a friend to vent to tell
Yeah,
them what's going on to get their opinion. It's another thing to go to all of your friends and only tell this one convoluted side of it and never understand the truth, like but didn't say, oh, like, don't talk to this person if I don't know how to explain it. It's like,
one-sided stories, basically.
yeah, it's one-sided stories.
One-sided stories.
You're not giving the chance of like, hey, maybe I am in the wrong, like this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. Because regardless, I don't care what anyone says, and you can argue with me about it.
There's
In
three
every
sides to every
situation,
story.
in every situation I've been in, when I say I've been in, or I've heard about, or I've witnessed, or whatever the reason, in every situation, both sides of the situation are are at wrong to some degree.
Yeah,
Sometimes there's one side that is more wrong, it doesn't matter. But both sides at some to some degree
are wrong.
is wrong.
whether it
Like
be
so,
like on completely different points or the same points. Like
you're going to be wrong.
varies.
And if you as an adult, because we all should be adults, if you as an adult can't see that, then me personally, I clearly won't be friends with you. Me personally, because if I can go to Reed and be like, hey, this is the situation, this is what I did wrong, I'm immediately starting off what I did wrong.
Yeah.
And then I will say another part of the story, and then he may point out, he's like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but you're also wrong in this. If you can't take accountability for your own actions, then this isn't, I hate to say it, this isn't the platform for you.
Yeah. If you can't own up to the shit that you did, and like as somebody who for the past 2 years has sat there and delved face first into a fuck ton of just dumb and goofy drama, if you can't own up to your shit and organize the facts, then just duct tape your mouth at
Get
that
off the
point.
internet.
Just get
Get
off
off
the
the
internet.
internet.
Get off the
But
internet, or
also,
just watch what you say, watch what you do, or just don't do it.
right.
I,
But
one of the main causes of drama that I've noticed is lack of communication. And that is usually like a little bit of drama turns real big because of
mhm,
lack of communication.
yeah. Yeah. And then and then one side or both sides dragged multiple people into it for no
Yes.
reason.
Yes. I've that's why I'm like I said before, I have become a forerunner in handling some of the drama because I have watched too many innocent people get dragged into drama. And it's like,
Right.
no, because now it's physically affecting them to where like they're panicking that shit's happening. They're losing sleep, they're fucking eating themselves up inside, and it's like, no, they have nothing to do with it.
One of my biggest things, and I won't say I'm the big like a forefront, but I think at least for the people who know me, like actually know me, they there's a lot of people who come to me, ask me for like, what's your opinion on this? And I'm like, the biggest proponent is I don't care if me and you are friends and I'm not friends with the other person. I want you to tell me both sides of the story, or at least as
Yeah.
much of both sides of the story as you can tell, because I am a person that I need to hear both sides of a story for the to understand what is going on. Because your side of the story, for example, me and Ree, if me and Ree go into a conversation and actually just happened recent, literally like not even an
Literally
hour ago.
before we started recording, I
Yeah.
okay. I let me give, because I know you're going to delve deep into the explanation.
No, I'm
It's
not.
okay, continue.
I was gonna say, I was like, me and him, like, I'm already in a, like, I was in a bad mood, and this happened like 2 days ago. I was in a bad mood. He had said something, um, and me usually, I know how Ree is. I know that he didn't mean to say it the way he did, but I was in a bad mood. I took it the wrong way, and if I had gotten on him right then and there, I would have hurt his feelings. Instead, because I know my temperament, I waited. I told him right before we started streaming. I'm like, hey, this is what you said. I didn't like it, but and the reason I didn't say it right then and there is because of my temperament. I'm like, I know for a fact you didn't mean it this way, and
And
we
what
resolved it right
exactly
then and
did I
there.
say? What immediate thing came out of my mouth?
He immediately said sorry. Immediately,
That
no hesitation.
I'm gonna be honest. 95% of the drama that I've witnessed could be very simply resolved by one side or both sides simply going, I'm sorry.
Right.
But you know, we're adults. We're adults.
Yeah. And I told him, I'm like, the reason I didn't tell you right then and there is because I was in a very bad mood and it would have gotten worse than what it was. So me knowing my own temperament, I'm like, I'm gonna wait a couple days, get cooled off, um, and then we're gonna talk about it. And lo and behold, guess what? It doesn't bother any of us. He said sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry for not saying anything, but you know, it is what it is. We move past it and look at us now.
We literally hashed it out for like 2 minutes. It was a
If
two
that.
minute conversation of just, hey, you said this, it kind of peeved me. I read it as this way. And I was like, oh fuck, like Teggy, I'm genuinely sorry. Like, you know, I didn't mean it like that. I genuinely did not mean it like that. And you're like, oh, I know. I didn't give you shit because I would have went off on you. And I was like, dog, I would have cried. And then we just continued like shit didn't happen.
Right. That
Because we
majority,
talked about it. We aired that shit out.
and I hate to say it, most of the problems could be generally just two people just sitting there and talking it out. Granted, there are some situations where you may need a mediator.
Yeah.
Get a mediator then. At that
Get
point.
I'm gonna be honest. If you have to have a sit down, if it's not like something like, excuse me, where it's like me and Taggy, we both know we're adults. We both don't give a fuck about this bullshit. Like we obviously at the end of the day, like we love each other. We're friends. We don't want to fight with each other. We can sit down and have these grown up fucking like, hey, you did this. This pissed me off. This rubbed me the wrong way. She knows that I'm going to say sorry. I genuinely did not mean it, or vice versa. Like, if you can have those conversations with that individual, do that. If not, get an intermediary and do it. Get somebody with a
And
level head who can look at it as at both sides and who can look
yeah.
at it as a third party.
Yeah, if you're gonna get a mediator, get someone who you know won't be biased.
Don't,
That is the biggest
don't,
thing.
I know for a fact, at least Teggy is like, oh yeah, just fucking
Don't,
don't, I
don't,
don't
don't,
involve me in shit, please.
don't.
I just
Like
because Teggy, you quickly attest to me. I'm able to look at shit as a third party. I'm able to look at shit statistically. I'm able to look at it realistically. I'm able to invest emotion, take away the emotion. You know
he just
this.
doesn't
You've
want to deal with
seen me
it.
do
He
this
just
a
doesn't
fuck
want to
ton
deal.
of times. I don't want to
I
deal with it.
and I me
I've been
personally
hit up
like
to deal with bullshit so many like a handful of times, and each time I was like, "Hey, I'm doing the bare minimum, and then you're getting fucked."
yeah.
You're a grown ass
This is
adult. You can handle
this
it.
is I even okay. 2 years with this motherfucker. I've been best friends with him. Well, besties with him. This man literally told me, he's like, "Hey, because I vented to him, said this is the side. I need you to get like clear my head, make sure I'm thinking clearly." He has told me his side of the things. He told me what I could do better, blah blah blah. And he's like, "You talk it out with this person. If you don't, then I'm gonna talk it out. And you don't want to have me talk." Like this motherfucker was like, "You don't want me there. You talk it out with the person."
If it's
And that's how we solved it.
yeah, like don't get me wrong. If it's a situation between like two of my friends, yes, I am more than happy and more than willing to be an intermediary and to help because at the end of the day, I want the best for my fucking friends. But that doesn't mean that everybody can hit me up for it. Please.
Oh my
There's
gosh,
there's
like I
some times with the friends where I'm like, dude, y'all are fucking grown adults. Y'all sit down and
just
talk.
just and I will sit
I'm taking a fucking rain check.
literally, I will sit there because there was a recent one. I'm not going to name drop for this clearly, where two people hit me up. They put me in a group chat, and I'm just sitting there, just like watching them go back and forth. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, y'all can go back. I'm like, I just want y'all to know I haven't said shit this whole time. Y'all are having a whole conversation by yourselves. I'm like, why couldn't y'all do this before?
You were, in all honesty, even that, like, that's okay. Because then at least having that third party to chime in and be like, hey, whoa, 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 rein it in. Like,
No,
that's
no,
not bad.
no. The thing is, this situation I
It was
told
a
them both
civil
before.
conversation?
It was a civil conversation.
Oh, then fuck off. Dude,
Just sitting
it
there.
suck my dick, bro. I don't know shit
Yeah,
about it. I don't
literally,
I what
they
the
were both
fuck?
hitting me up and they were telling me their sides and I'm like, "Okay, this doesn't seem that bad. Like why am I
Uh
getting involved?" And then they put me in a group chat and I'm like, "Y'all are having a whole civil conversation. You're both adults. You're saying what you did wrong to both of yourself. Why am I here? Why the fuck am
fuck.
I here?" Like,
Shit's bananas. BANANAS.
you mean a thing I'm allergic to?
Yes.
But
Fucking dude.
yeah, we got to speed to run the
Oh
rest
yeah, oh,
kind of.
yeah. Granted, on the final topic about the drama is at fucking at the end of the day, you're gonna find some people who love inciting drama or who love starting drama. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, you need to stop. You need to knock it off, or don't be afraid to just cut them out. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it the fattest of stacks. I've cut out a lot of people from my life and from my community as a result of it.
A
I
lot
have
of
cut
people
out a
met
lot of people.
a lot of people have met me when I'm not so nice because, like, I'm goofy, as you can tell. I'm goofy, but like me, when I take that mask off and I'm just straight up blunt, a lot of people don't like it. And I hate to say it, it's because you did something. I told you not to do it. I'm done. Easy as that.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Every time, every single time she does that, I'll give you a little POV. You know the motherfuckers doing World Star. I'm the hype man, like right behind Teggy. I'm like, yeah. Oh, he said she ain't got no nipples. That's me. That's me in the background hyping up Teggy every fucking time. Because I know if you
Because like
piss
I
off
don't
Teggy, you fucked up.
like I tell people I'm like one thing about me is I have a short temper, and I reined it in a lot, but I
Yeah, she's short.
I s- I will still very much cut you off with no hesitation. There's still a lot of people I really I could easily cut off, but I'm not.
Preach. Now then, on to NK's final topic, which we talked about ages ago, and I was hoping to get to. Having a niche is have a niche. I talked with NK about this one very specifically. Uh, like she used to be a Valorant streamer. Now her niche is more like art. Doing art, story building, story writing. Like that is very much her niche right now. I'm so fucking proud of her for that. She is genuinely doing amazing work, and I am so fucking proud. Mirai May, she does art streams. That's her niche. Love it. I love May's art. May is an amazing artist. Aiden Glyden, his niche is very specifically. These are like the examples that we brought up. Aiden Glyden, love that man. Love that man. Genuinely, in my honest opinion, he is one of the sweetest human beings I have ever fucking talked to. Um, his niche is Yu-Gi-Oh, which is really funny because you cannot convince me that that motherfucker knows how to read. I love him to death. Um, then what was it? Fucking we talked about like what niche am I, and I'm falling into the like we talked about it earlier of like Teggy saying like I'm a DVD streamer. That is the niche that I'm starting to fall into. However, throughout the whole 2 years, I have been a multiplayer, like a variety multiplayer streamer. That's always been my niche because I've canonically almost always had at least one or two people in VC with me, gaming with me, or just shooting the shit. And that is perfectly fine with me. I love that. I love I look at streaming as it's okay. The one tip that I was given by one of my friends when I started streaming was they are not a streamer, but I will name drop the fuck out of them because I appreciate I appreciate them so much, and I still to this date listen to this tip. It's my friend Disworth. She's fucking amazing. She is an absolutely amazing human being. I love her dearly. Uh, she gave me the tip of if you're going to be gaming anyway, why not just click the button? That's why I started streaming. That's why I continue streaming is because I'm going to be gaming either way. Why would I not just click the button and just stream it? Like that's why like some people think that I'm this don't worry, I'll go back. I'll explain why I'm saying this. Some people think that like everyone has like personas, right? Shut the fuck up, Beetle. I know you're thinking of the game Persona. Shut up. Shut up. Nobody asked you. Um but everyone like it's categorized that like people have an on-stream persona and they have an off-stream persona and they could be vastly different. In my opinion, I never thought of that as a thing. I am the same. Teggy can also attest to this. I am the same person on stream as I am off stream. The only
Only
difference is I push all of my energy on stream because I want to be entertaining. I want people to who are watching to have fun. So I will
and there's
expend
a
all my
little
energy on stream.
and a little bit more of a filter on stream,
Oh yeah,
clearly.
no, there is definitely a filter on stream. I definitely filter half of the shit that I say. A lot of the wild shit that I say, I could say so much worse shit, and I
And he
normally
has.
would. I
He has.
normally would, dude. But it's like I very much am the same person on stream as I am off stream. I've also, just fucking leaking it. I've also had this conversation with like May a while back. She was like, "Oh man, are you?" I can't remember the exact phrasing, but she was like, "I want to hang out with you more. I don't know if you're the same. Are you the same person on stream as you are off stream? I'm assuming you are." I was like, "May, I'm the same dumb motherfucker off stream. I'm just my social battery is usually drained when I'm off stream, which is why I end stream is because my social battery is drained, or because I don't know what the fuck I want to play. That's it. That's it. I'm the same motherfucker. You're like y'all ain't getting like a completely different version of me. Like y'all are getting me to the fullest degree. And a lot of I like to think that everyone in our community is the same exact way. The same exact way. Or in this friend group. Teggy is the same motherfucker. Same motherfucker on and off. Well, she's ghetto off stream. She's more ghetto off stream.
No, no, no,
She's
there was
more,
that one time on
yeah,
your stream.
okay.
Wait,
Okay.
there was that one.
You mean the one time that I almost had to cut our audio because you almost went so ghetto? I remember that. I remember that, dude.
I
I
wa-
was
listen,
praying that you didn't keep going and you didn't. You stopped.
listen, listen, guys. If you wanted to hear what happens when my brain just goes off, or no, it wasn't my
Her
brain. It
filter.
was my
It was
mouth,
her filter and her mouth just went wild.
and then my brain's like emergency e-brake. That's what happened.
Yeah, it was so fucking funny. I'm also gonna say like I think it's very well known. Like me and Teggy, we've said this off stream a fuck ton of times. I feel like we've said it on stream a fuck ton of times. Me and Teggy are the most ghetto motherfuckers out of this whole friend group.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, we're ghetto
yeah,
as hell. That's just
yeah,
that's just a fact. I don't know.
yeah.
Like we'll beat your ass. We'll take you to the hospital afterwards, but we'll sure shit beat your ass. You feel me?
Probably deserved it. That's my fault.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, bro. I mean, realistically, if you get in two of the nicest people beating your ass,
Me nice? That's a lie.
shut the fuck up, brother.
I'm not the okay. Let's rephrase that.
You're one
Nicest
of the
people.
nicest.
Me.
Yes,
No.
I can't say Pension. She's a whore.
I was gonna say like Lily,
Lily
Belle,
Lily has
maybe.
gotten real aggressive. Bella freak. Bella fucking freak. I love
Okay,
Belle.
but she's nice. She's
She oh
nice.
she is dude. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. One of my most recent like additions to the friend group is Belle, and I'm gonna be honest. Belle, if you hear this, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of the friend group. I am desperately trying. Like throughout the years, Teggy can attest. I've brought a lot of people into the friend group. Brought a lot of people into the friend group. The two newest additions being Belle and Kyra. I love them
Kyra's
both
sweetheart.
very
I love
dearly.
her.
They're amazing. Dude, Kyra is such a sweetheart. Funnily enough, speaking of Kyra, go check her out because go check her out. Twitch.tv/Orkyra. ORICHIRA, I believe is how you spell it.
Yes, that sounds about right.
She's the other streamer who gave me some tips. Firstly, follow for follow. I'm gonna abbreviate the fuck out of this. Follow for follow does not work. It does not work.
Facts.
It creates a
It doesn't
bad
work.
community. It's just not. It's not good. It's not
And
good.
that's what happened with my last stream group.
Yeah, I've never seen. it working out. Like the follow's got to be genuine. You got to follow because it's genuine. Um, you don't got to vibe with everyone, right? Like we're all realistically, if you're in this friend group or in this community, you're an adult. Almost every single one of us is 18 plus. NK's 18 plus because of the friends that she hangs around with. I'm the problem. Um, Reiki is he's leaning there because of me. He's leaning there because of me. Very heavily leaning there because of me. Like they're like you're 18 plus if you're around here. Um, like if you personally don't fuck with somebody, that's fine. That is like, do not feel obligated. Like if you like, you're not obligated to keep someone in your community who makes you uncomfortable or puts your quote unquote safe space at risk. Um, Kyra specifically has grown. These are Kyra's words. I've grown to view my community as my safe space. It's okay to not let people who threaten that safe feeling stay in it. You, I will till the end of my fucking days. I will say, yes, you like by all means take care of yourself, make sure you're safe, make sure you're comfortable. But me myself as a streamer, I want to prioritize my community feeling safe. I want to prioritize my community feeling comfortable. And judging from what I've been told by a lot of my friends, such as Kyra, I think I'm doing a pretty bang up job of that. I do what is right by you and those who support you and those who stand by you. Do right. I cannot stress that enough. Just do right by those who fuck with you. Um, unless you're like a dominatrix, in which case, fucking harder mommy or something. I'm not sorry. Time does not mean overnight. You sometimes have to, quoting her, focus on yourself, having fun, building genuine connections. If others see you're having fun, they'll stick around. If not, that's perfectly okay. Not everyone is everyone's cup of tea. Everyone has a different preference. It's up to you to keep your values and not change them for anyone else but yourself. Don't change for the number, change for the better of individual growth. And you will be much happier with your values, not somebody else's values. Like, grow for yourself. I personally say grow for yourself, grow for your community, take care of yourself, take care of your community. However, if you're doing it right, taking care of yourself will take care of your community. Okay. Um, Teggy, how do you feel about those points?
I 100% agree. Like they kind of tied into like my old stream group versus my friend group, and I'm gonna make that difference now because the old one is literally we were just coworkers. Here, I feel like I'm legit friends, even though I may not talk to everybody. I feel like I could go to someone and be like, "Oh my god, like I remember you saying something about this in chat. I want to share this with you," and I have done that multiple times.
No.
Um, and that's how I feel very much comfortable in that friend group.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed from how I started to how I am now. There is a difference. I've changed games. I've been a little bit more open about my personality. I've shown my personality more. I've just some like kind of gotten rid of a lot of my filter. I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like at this point, like at first I'm like, oh, let me, be sweet and be nice and blah blah blah, because I thought that's how it goes. Now I'm just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like they don't like me, they don't like me. Ooh, guess what? There's someone else who does.
It's funny
That's
that
just
she
how I
says
feel.
that because Teggy canonically has always been, and she's gonna give me shit for this. He has canonically always been a genuinely super nice, super like caring, compassionate motherfucker. What?
I don't know who
What?
I don't know who you're talking about because it's definitely
Shut
not me. You
up.
might be talking and then you just suck my dick.
From the back or from the front? Can I look you in the
I'm not
eyes while
feel
I do it?
I'm not feeling romantic, so you got to do it from the back.
Fine. Uh, like, can I? Yeah, you weren't expecting me to just be, just fucking roll with it. Um,
No one's gonna understand that joke unless you've been
no,
around here long.
no. Um, Canonically, like I will shit talk the fuck out of my friends. If I consider you a friend or getting close to a friend, I'm shit talking you. Chances are I'm shit talking you. I will always give people flack, but if I'm genuinely roasting the fuck out of you, it's because at the end of the day, I'm also going to be there if you call for me. The main cases being Teggy and Pension. And I need to explicitly state this, that even though it's been like a year, oh, honestly, over a year since she has been my official duo, Pension will always be my duo. I say this because, yeah, at some point, if you stream, at some point you will find like your group, whether it be like you and one other person, you and like two or three other people, like whatever. Like you will find your group on stream, you will find your duo, or you'll just, roll with it. Solo dolo, you feel me? Pension has always been my duo. Even though, yet again, even though it's been like a year since she streamed, that motherfucker is my duo. Even though, Beetle is basically the runner up for my duo, he will never be my duo. Pension is my fucking duo. Pension will always be my best friend. I love you, Teggy. You're right there below. You're right there. You're my bestie.
We've already had this
We've
discussion.
had this. Yeah, you and me have had this conversation, but they have not heard this conversation.
Yeah, like
And
I
like,
know.
Pension is my best friend. I will fucking gladly die for that motherfucker. But I will also sit there and call her a fucking whore till the cows come home. You feel me? She's a whore.
Okay, but that's my wife. That's my wife.
Well,
Why
she's a
would you do
fucking
that?
whore, dude.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Anyway.
Anyway, we're at an hour and a half. Bare minimum, we were going for an hour and a half. Um, because we've been very weird on, well, not very weird. We've been not even flaky. We've just had
It's
so
just
much
inconsistent.
going on. Yeah, we've had
Yeah,
so much
like
inconsistencies.
yeah,
Like
like Tuesday, I would say that was all me. We had planned on streaming Tuesday, and then literally
recording.
everything yeah, sorry, recording on Tuesday, and then everything piled up on top of me, and I'm like, fuck, I am so sorry.
By the
So
time
that
she
was my
was
fault.
free, I was literally falling asleep at my fucking desk.
Yeah,
Like
that
that.
was that's
We
how
Yeah. Our schedules have been so conflicting. I will sit here and preach that I am usually insanely open. Like I'm usually never busy. No, I'm actually regularly pretty busy. Pretty busy.
he tried to say I was the busy one. I'm like, you're busy
Okay,
too.
okay, but to be fair, a lot of the times when I'm busy, it's just because I have the daily plan of like, hey, I'm going to stream tonight. Hey, guess what? It's another night. I'm gonna fucking stream tonight because I'm gonna keep it a sack. I'm always going to try and stay in the habit of daily streaming. I love daily streaming. I always have. I always will. That's that. I genuinely, genuinely, I enjoy streaming, and I enjoy streaming daily. It just sucks because I run out of games that I want to play.
And I'm just I I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I work from like 5 to 2, then come home. When I was in school, I would come home, do schoolwork to like 7, try to stream, not stream because I'm tired, and then just go to bed, and then that's just how it's been.
Yeah.
So
Like our schedules are fucking wild. But, you know, we might we discussed this a hot minute ago. We're thinking about doing at least like one episode every month, bare minimum once every month. If we're feeling quirky, you know, then we'll try and drop another episode when we can. But we feel like limiting it to at least once every month is going to be a lot
doable.
better because of time management, as well as we're going to I didn't run this by you. We're we're gonna run sorry. We're gonna run every podcast. We're going to talk for at least an hour and a half. At least an hour and a half. If it's more lengthy, 2 hours. If we have a guest, 2 hours. Just because there's an hour doesn't feel like enough time after like sitting down and genuinely processing. Some topics we can go over in 30 minutes. A lot of the topics that we talk about, I feel like an hour isn't enough time. You know what I mean?
Because like there are some topics where we could have gone more, but because we
Mm-hmm.
limited ourselves to like an hour, it's just like, oh, okay.
Hence, literally this episode. Literally this episode. Because we had so much more we could have said, we could have gotten so much more in depth. You know, we also had Aiden giving like his input. Like we could have gone for so much more, but we limited ourselves, and I kind of hate that we did that. That was a me move. That was my bad.
Men.
Beetle fucking did it.
Oh, I can't say that because he would
He's
cancel
listen. You know it's okay. Just DM him it.
me.
DM him it. He'll know. He'll know that it's from me to some extent. Uh, but you know we're gonna try once a month. Maybe, you know, depending on how it goes, 2, maybe 3 times a month, depending. If it's a busy month, which for me personally, it's going to be insanely busy months, and then it might slow down, and then it might pick back up, and then it might slow down. It's just gonna be a lot of all over the fucking place. But we're gonna try
And
and ship these out as best we can.
I know that maybe, and still maybe, within June, I will probably be like somewhat AWOL. Hey, that's next month or next week. I may
Yeah,
be somewhat AWOL, just because of situations.
that's fine. This is the
But
this is the episode for June, so we're fine.
yeah, I mean, not AWOL as it AWOL more so like if you're a streamer and you're listening to this, I'm probably not popping in a stream. I hate doing that because I love you all, but I have situations that I'm going through that I want to deal with.
Yeah, she
So
hates me.
anyway, I'm leaving.
What the fuck? But you know, with I think. Oh, actually, wait a minute. No, because we've never done this. We've never talked about this. Because I know at some point, you know, in my server I did an announcement for like, you know, excuse me, if y'all had like any topics that y'all wanted to talk about on stream or not on stream on this podcast, you know, submit those like questions, inquiries, queries, whatever. If y'all have any suggestions or any comments about the podcast that you want us to immediately see, you know, you can comment on Spotify, you can comment on YouTube, or if you're in my Discord server, you can comment in the podcast suggestions. You know, whether it be like, hey, why don't you guys go over like this topic, or like, you know, why don't you guys cover this, or hey, you know, maybe like with fucking just any idea, any inquiry, any question, anything. Like, do
I
not be
may make
afraid.
a
We have those resources. We
I may
do.
make a like a Google form um
Yeah,
about it just to make it easier so it's all consolidated.
yeah. But like realistically, YouTube comments, Spotify comments. I think Spotify has comments. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I'm
do.
pretty
They do.
sure.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
As well as the in my Discord server, the podcast suggestions. Like we want to hear your guys' inputs. We want to hear your thoughts, opinions. Like, we want to know how you guys are feeling about these episodes. Uh, just just let us know.
Facts.
We'll look into it. However,
Fact.
that all being said, I think that's a great point to end this on. Teggy, do you have any final notes, final remarks, final statements?
Um, other than that, it's just like tie it all together. It's just like use common sense, be true to yourself. If something doesn't feel right, trust your instinct, and just have fun. Really, that's really it. Just do what you want, and if you're genuine about it, it'll come to you. If not, you'll see.
Amen. My final remarks tie it all together. You like she said, use common sense. Put if you do it for the positive, you're going to at some point receive the positive. The good that you put out there will come back. If you stream for all the wrong reasons, people will note that. They will clock that. Um, just overall try to put love. You feel me? Just put love into it. Put good out there. And we're at the end of the day, we're all adults. Okay? We can have civil discussions, we can have civil debates, we can have differing opinions. Me and Teggy don't agree on a lot of things, but we also have the maturity to be like, hey, you don't agree with this. This is why. I get that. That's completely valid. This is why I don't agree with that. This is my stance on it. Cool. Like, conduct your streams however you want to conduct your streams, whether it be E for everyone, 13 plus, 18 plus, fucking, YouTuber, whatever you do it because you want to do it. Just, just just put good in the world. That's all I ask. Put good in the world. Take care of yourselves. Don't stress about the little things. You might have good numbers. You might have bad numbers. Don't worry. It will be okay. Just keep your head in the game. Just keep going at it. It will pay off. You feel me?
Listen, oh, last thing, I
Yeah.
promise.
Continue.
There will always be someone doing the same thing you're doing. I'm going to say this right now.
Yes.
There's another person that I know, I'm actually friends with her, who is a car person. She loves Assassin's Creed. She does almost the exact same thing I do. And how I said almost, she doesn't do the music stream. She doesn't do my crochet stream. She doesn't do my tarot readings, all that stuff. There's always going to be someone who does the same thing as you, but they will never be you. So be
Yes.
yourself. Easy as that.
Be yourself, or I'm as somebody who watches like GTA RP, as somebody who likes like seeing people be the character that they're portraying. Be yourself, be your character, whatever you do. Whatever, like you or your character is individual. Do not, don't base it off of people. Don't go, oh man, this person's got a lot of views. Let me act exactly how they act. No, be true to yourself or your character. You feel me?
E. And on that note, I think this is our final goodbye.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other like real genuine points that we can bring up.